What is the shape of the Earth and how does it all work? Why does NASA fake everything? How did this all start? The two main theories are relativity and quantum. Both are just theories and neither link up with the other. Despite the inability to come up with a cohesiveness between the two, mainstream media will look at nothing else. They make this absurd claim, nothing blew up into something. And you and I live on a spinning ball, and we are in fact nothing.
And it's a big mystery. It's the biggest mystery in all of science. But we know that it can have weird properties. Now, once you add gravity to the mix, and gravity allows things to have negative energy as well as positive energy, then empty space, in which there are no particles, can spontaneously produce particles because you don't violate the conservation of energy. Afterwards, at the beginning you have zero total energy. Afterwards you have zero total energy. But at the beginning you had emptiness, and afterwards you have a universe full of stuff.
Okay, so for those folks at home who just listened to that and they're shaking their heads saying, what? How is this guy saying that something could come from nothing? Are you saying that there's energy in that nothing, in that space?
You don't. Well, in fact, what's really remarkable is once you put gravity into the mix, you can have positive energy and negative energy, and you can start out with zero energy and then create positive energy particles that have positive energy, but their gravitational attraction has negative energy, and the sum total can be zero. It sounds like the ultimate free lunch.
No free lunch here, Lawrence. Not even a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So where did this gravity come from? You need something to mass to create gravity, right? Lawrence, you're asking for more than a free lunch here. You're asking for us to believe that 1 + 1 is 20 and to assign ourselves to the loony bin where we ride unicorns and pet fairy dragons. So while Lawrence is chasing his unicorns and petting his fairy dragons, why don't they just tell us the truth? Mr. Kaku gives us a clue, and he said, and I quote, "If one day God comes down from above and says, look, these two great theories, relativity and quantum theory, are wrong, what would I say? First, I would say, oh my God, all my published works are wrong. I mean, I'd have to look for another job." So we just stay in make-believe land, and we keep our job. We know it's broken. See, globe earthers don't understand. You can't publish truth, okay? Because people are not just going to throw away their years of education and livelihood, and they're standing with their peers. It's not going to happen. Don't believe me? Well, just look at the massive amount of evil and rude comments globe earthers leave on our channels. If you do, you might start to understand what these vile globalists would do to a university professor who just wants the truth out. These God-hating people who lack morals will stop at nothing to shut that researcher up if the government does not get to them first. The idea of cosmology, the mainstream version of it, just take a look at it. Examine it. See, their cosmology has this necessity of adding unseen, make-believe entities, such as dark matter, dark energy, and now virtual particles, to keep their model alive. Any sensible, logical person would know right away that doing this makes the theory broken beyond repair. You know, the simple answer, it was written down for us long ago. God created the heavens and the earth. It's not very complicated, is it? I quote, "In science, we are off by a factor of 2 or 10. We call this horrible. We say something is wrong with the theory. We are off by a factor of 10. However, in cosmology, we are off by a factor of 10 to the 120. That is a 1 with 100 zeros after it. This is the largest mismatch between theory and experiments in the history of science. In other words, real observation and experience do not match the theory. Yet, government entities such as NASA just fake the theory for the brainwashed religious audiences. The theory does not resemble any of our reality. And so they perpetuate this theory through CGI, virtual reality, augmented reality, and some fancy work with Photoshop. This is what we're presented, a theory painted for us through the use of modern day media technology. That's all going to come to an end though, because we are making observations. We are being honest with what we see, and we are not going away. And one thing we know for a fact and agree upon, the earth is flat.